What's up, dude?
What's going on, bud?
How you doing? What? Who's
good.
there?
Who? Oh, God. No.
Oh, no. It's
Oh,
Steph.
God. What does she want?
What's up, Pachelbel?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Cannon?
What is going on here? Hey, come on. What are you dancing?
Steph, you're really what the people are here to see. Will you just jump on mic real fast?
Yeah.
Tell us how you played the other night. How was softball?
I dominated.
Did you? Okay, that's all you can say, though. You
oh.
can't say the score or what happened because we covered that in the podcast.
I won the game. I mean, I'm
Just
kidding.
you by yourself?
He just said.
Steph.
By myself,
It's to be
definitely.
continued. We haven't finished the story. But, Uh-oh. Robbie just bowed you.
Look at me.
Aw.
See me? I'm the alpha now. All right? So let's start the fucking show. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, you know what? Steph's here. She's ready to be a part of this. Although she's not going to be in the episode at all because she was
Not
out
even a
in the
little
living
bit.
room.
But we're happy to see you, Steph. We love you.
Hi.
Now get
All
the
right,
hell
let's
out of
start
here.
it. Ready? Come on.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking idiots.
So Steph and I had our first dog training session yesterday. Last night.
That's right.
And you know, it's a fun thing to go through. I feel optimistic right now. You know,
Really?
yeah, honestly, within like a couple of hours, we saw some differences that, you know, they're subtle, but definitely like they're semi-listening to us. And, you know, we have a long way to go. So hold your horses a little bit. But it's definitely an exciting thing. But the funniest part about this is the lady that we had come over, first of all, super nice lady, obviously very informative with, you know, dog related things.
Hot in like a hippie type way, or what are we talking here?
I always feel like people are going to listen to this, so I don't want to say anything, but
And sorry, so with all due respect, would I smash? I mean, okay, sorry, go ahead. Carry
yes,
on.
for sure.
Okay,
just
carry
because,
on.
you know, she wasn't a swamp thing.
Yeah, I guess my standards shouldn't be the pinnacle. But anyways, go ahead.
So she comes in, she's like, what do you guys want to do with the dogs, you know? And we're like, we don't want them to bite. We don't want them to fucking shit on the floor. We don't want them to be crazy. We'd love them to be normal dogs. And we list like fucking 80 things. And I swear to God, every single thing we mentioned, she was like, okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And like after like the 15th one, I was like, are you even fucking listening? Are you just fucking rattling off this fast? Okay. Like just, okay. We don't want Elvis to fucking steal salami sandwiches out of the fridge. Okay. It's just like, it's like the most elaborate thing that we're bringing up. She was like, okay.
You're like, when I put the peanut butter on my balls, I want Luna to get every last bit of it off because it's like a disaster in the shower.
Okay. It was very funny. But the other really funny part is we're sitting there and this is all about like behavioral stuff. Like no treat based, no hurting, no fucking yelling. It's just like, hey, let's be the alpha, which is cool. And like I said, we did see some improvement pretty quickly on some weird things that we hadn't, like they go outside when we like want them to go outside now. It's kind of weird.
Really?
It's very cool. But she was like, in order to establish dominance, I'm definitely paraphrasing everything because I was barely listening because I was just like, she said okay so many times. But she was like, in order to like be the alpha and you want to get Albus's attention, I want you to bah and then clap. And I was like, did you say bah? She's like, yeah, it's like a guttural, like a bah. And I was like, what? Like, I'm sitting there and I'm willing to do it, like whatever.
Yeah.
But for the first couple of bahs for me, I was like, am I being punked right now? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, Steph set up cameras somewhere just to get your ass.
So the first one, Albus is like barking like crazy. And she looks at me and she's like, you know, anytime now would be great for a bah.
Yeah.
And so I literally am like, bah, and I clapped like so loud, and Albus literally like did a backflip because he was so confused by what that noise was.
He's like, wait, you're in charge here?
Yeah, and I don't even know if that noise has anything to really do other than the fact that like maybe it's a different sound. I have no clue. But for the entirety of the night, Steph and I were just like, bah, just fucking
let them know. Yeah.
And it worked really well. Steph literally giggles almost every time she does it. And it's also super new to us, so we don't immediately think of ba at first. Normally I'm like, fucking quit it.
Albie.
Yeah, so Steph will be like, no, stop. Blah, blah, whatever. Like, she doesn't really understand, it's not the first thing. But overall, pretty happy with it. So fingers crossed, man. We got homework to do. So we got to do like 15, 20 minutes of like exercises, and we got to fucking have people come through the front door and have them not lose their fucking mind.
Really?
But we got to a point where I was, like I said, pretty optimistic for the future. But yeah, I also lose my goddamn like temper every once in a while, and I want to like run away. So I gotta be the fucking leader, bro. You gotta fucking my ass off.
You know what I mean?
I told Steph, I was like, I'm gonna use it in my daily life.
Well, like, yeah, like if you get into a confrontation with someone,
I'm gonna be like, can I get some extra mayonnaise? Actually, that's a
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll get right away.
Yep. Anyway. Yeah, it worked well. So
if I just like walked up to a cute girl, I could like establish that I'm an alpha.
Yeah, just
what do alphas like to do, Jordan?
So the ba thing is for sure our favorite thing.
Yeah,
but she also said the ba noise should almost sound like you're like annoyed by something. Like if somebody were to like try to grab something of yours, you'd be like bah. Like almost like a fucking zombie or like a caveman who doesn't.
I'm imagining Tyrone from the farmyard. Remember? He just kind of be like bah instead of a normal ba.
For sure. So yeah, that's fingers crossed. Hopefully, when people come here now, we can, I don't know, have them be normal. I guess, and they're not even like crazy. They're just enough that I feel uncomfortable, and I don't want people to fucking feel uncomfortable with us. So.
At night, Layla gets a little antsy. Like she wants treats back to back. She knows that she's very loud. So if she barks, it's like a 50-50. She's either getting locked up or, she's getting a 5-minute timeout or she's getting a treat. She's willing to take those chances. But from here on out, I'm just going to hit her with I mean, if it was like, hey, either $20 or you got to lay in your bed for 5 minutes. I don't even know which one I'd want, really.
That's so true. She did say that like everybody has like a green, yellow, and red part of their like temperament, and people are chill, they're at green, and then something happens. Okay, now I'm at yellow. Something happens again. Now I'm at red. She did mention that Albus is basically just yellow all the time. Yeah, just super.
He definitely is.
Just always alert. He's very sweet, but very like, you're petting me now, but when are you going to pull the knife out? Like,
exactly.
He gets so fucking stressed out. So that's something for us.
Hey, that's great if you're taking him to like some underground card games or something. No. Like you need someone to have your back. But
no, yeah, I feel bad. It's uncomfortable for us to have that, but I also feel uncomfortable for him that he has to live under this like John Wick fucking energy all day long where he's waiting to fucking take out the Yakuza.
He's like, he killed that guy in that movie. He killed that other guy. Yeah. He means dog, but to him.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway,
welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to the show. Damn. That was a lot. Like I'm excited for you, but I like feel the nerves that you must feel when you're like trying to do it.
It's like when it happens the way you want it to, it's like, oh my God. But when it doesn't, you're like, this is a fucking hopeless mess. Like, what the fuck are we going to do? I'm never going to be able to have them do a handstand. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll try it on Sawyer. I'll take a video. I'll send it to you so you can see. Just next time he doesn't listen.
And then he'll be like, Jesus.
Yeah, he gets mad when you scare him, so he'd probably beat my ass. But anyways, welcome back to the podcast. Episode 56.
56.
Pretty nuts. That's a long streak,
It's definitely, we've done 56 in a row, if you wanted to say that.
True.
We're on a 56-0 run right now.
Yes, I'd say. I mean, I think they're all dubs if you had to ask me, but it's a long season. Long season. And I mean, 56 is a lot of times to do something in a row.
For sure. And with that, I believe
in honor of that,
this episode will be the Joe Dimaggio episode.
Yes.
those of you who don't know, he has a 56 game hitting streak.
In baseball is what he played.
In the baseball. That record will never be broken. It's a fucking insane record.
It's insane, yeah. He blew past the old record of whatever, 44 or 45, and just...
Yeah. I almost guarantee you couldn't go 56 in a row in like a slow pitch league, honestly.
You don't well, yeah, one of them you're going to clip weird. It's going to pop up.
You're going to have like 4 fucking all-star people, plays against you, and all of a sudden now you went 0 for... that's crazy.
That's crazy to think, He really, him and something we found out too, also his brother Dom is on that list with 34 game streak. A lot of these are in like the late 1800s, early 1900s, which
we know why. I mean,
there wasn't any Araldus Chapman's around. If you're catching my drift.
Alfonso Soriano was not in the league at that
he
point.
was not welcome in the league for sure. So
but no, super cool streak. It's one of those things that doesn't sound that impressive, but when you actually break it down and you see like you just watch a normal game, you'll see probably 2 or 3 plays that could have been hits that got robbed or
big.
Not robbed,
Just like demolished. Plays. It's almost like the harder you hit it, unless it's a home run, the least chance you have of actually getting a hit. It's insane.
I don't know if we have any like video of that streak, but because I doubt it. But
sure,
maybe I don't know.
When did video start?
I want to say like the 70s, dude. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, he was dating. He dated Marilyn Monroe, so I know that there's like videos of that.
There are videos of her, right?
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is like out of that 56 games, I'm sure he had some bloopers in there that saved that streak. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so crazy.
Hold on, I gotta real quick. I just gotta get this out, or I'll forget it, and we can get back to Joe DiMaggio's hitting streak. Speaking of Joe DiMaggio hitting streaks, do you think he shot JFK?
It's very possible, dude. I honestly think he was obviously pretty accurate for most of his life.
Yeah, like a outfielder, so long distance. He like snipes the ball to home plate.
It's possible, dude.
He could have been like a jealous ex or something.
Are you a JFK conspiracy guy?
I just feel like anything's possible. I'm not saying it was the government. It wasn't the government. There was 2 shooters, whatever. I'm just saying
it's an endless topic.
Yeah. Chances are only a few people really know what happened that day. You know what I mean?
Have you ever heard the theory that it was like the Secret Service behind him that accidentally shot him? Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I've never heard that one.
So the theory is that the shot from the book depository goes off, the car fucking jerks forward, they obviously are like alert, and like one of them accidentally like fucking like as the car went off was like kaboom, just fucking took him out.
Could you imagine being that guy?
Like like looking at your partners and being like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I did not just do the one thing that I swore not to do.
All 3 of them, like him and his 2 buddies or whatever that actually saw it, were like, okay, we're going down with the ship.
Yeah,
they were like,
no problem, bro. Didn't see a thing.
Dude, I mean, the angle was a little crazy. So
I've seen like a couple of documentaries on it, and honestly, like all of the scenarios are intriguing at this point. So
I watched like a GQ article of a sniper breaking down sniper movies. I think I mentioned last time I'm kind of on one of those kicks.
Sure.
As well as now this HGTV show. I know every week everyone's wondering what I'm watching, and this week it's called Lakeside Bargain Hunt, Lakefront Bargain Hunt, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's all about finding affordable houses on the lakefront, on these beautiful lakes all over the. Hey, it's not. Okay. Your budget for your house would get you a nice home on the lake in certain parts of the country. You know what I mean? Like it really
Antarctica.
Yeah, basically.
No, that's cool.
And New York, those 2, and that's it. But anyway, he talks about it, and it's like really good shooters are really fucking good at shooting things,
Yeah, for sure.
He's like, from that distance, I'd like to see those 3 shots closer together. And I'm like, oh, I thought those 3 were good. Like with the public, we're like, wow, though he hit the target from that far away. He's like, no, you want those to be within a quarter of each other.
Jesus.
Like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's scary. It's crazy to think about people are that good at it.
That is nuts, honestly. I've shot a gun a few times, and I was awesome at it.
Yeah, you were.
But
you
no,
totally
it was like a 22, and we were like 30 yards away from a tree. So
yeah,
I can't imagine like calculating the wind a mile away.
Yes,
to try to
dude.
do that kind of stuff.
Oh,
that's
man.
nuts, dude.
It's just insane. But anyway, Joe Dimaggio, 56 game hitting streak.
Possibly killed JFK.
Possibly killed JFK.
He had the motive. I don't know.
It's possible. Yeah. I mean, the first step. Do you think we can get a search warrant? I don't know.
I don't know if he's alive. I have no idea.
Call up Donnie Wahlberg. He'll take care of it.
He can't be alive. There's no way. He was like 38 in 1931. So. There's no way. And especially
38.
like they were smoking 18 packs a day with no filters back then.
Seriously. God, it was like they got in and lived life and got out. Those were the days, you know?
For sure. If you didn't have like liver cancer, were you even alive back then?
Yeah. It's like they drank a gallon of brandy and then it's like every 11 years they went to war. So it was like, yeah, let's...
Sure.
You know, let's make a bunch of money.
No matter what the age was, they were just going to war again.
Yeah, just always. Just every approximately 11 years. Yeah.
They have their own gear at home. They were just like, well, honey, I'll see you later, putting on the helmet.
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
Anyway, man, how's your week going? What are you up to?
Oh, man, nothing crazy. Let's see. Saturday, I went to a concert. I went to see Jungle at the Riviera Theater downtown.
Never heard of them.
They're good. They're kind of dancey. I don't know, alternative-ish. It's hard to say, but
sure.
A great show. The opening band was awesome, and then we waited for like an hour and 7 minutes for the band to play.
No way.
Yeah, swear to God.
Were they setting up like laser shows or what the fuck?
No, I mean, they did have some pretty impressive lights,
Yeah.
but it was all set up behind a curtain. They dropped the curtain. They just had to tune and stuff. They must have tuned the guitar like 6 times. I think they were like, they Uber Eats some Panda Express, and they were like, I'm not going on until I get my orange chicken. You know,
were like
I don't...
20 rolls away in like Mario Party. And they weren't.
Yeah,
They were like, no, I got to get my star back.
We just got to finish it. Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. An hour. What balls?
I know. And it started to get a little restless. People were getting restless.
Sure.
And then it was like, I think people were just so grateful to be out and about. They didn't get too crazy, or they would have come on earlier. They would have had to, because tore the place down. But when we first walked up, it was pretty empty. Mm-hmm. And then by the time the opener was done, we turn around and there's a good amount of people behind us. And at a concert, if you want, for me, I could care less. I was going to dance and have fun no matter. I just liked listening to the music, being able to see them a little bit.
Sure.
But Pat and Marino are both big fans of these guys. So I take it upon myself to make sure they have a good like sight line, you know.
Sure.
And friggin' Dolores Umbridge, friggin' what's the guy from Shrek with the hair, the short guy? Lord Farquaad in front of us with his fucking hair. Couldn't have put it back in a ponytail like a gentleman. Just literally has like, he looks like the top of a penis, or just like he's wearing a bell on his head or a lampshade.
Sure.
It's so hard to see around him, but then you've got people behind you trying to make their way forward, you know?
Yeah.
And in the hour we were waiting, people would kind of pop in and out, and I was like, should I go to the bathroom or just wait? Marino's like, it'll be 15 minutes. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. And so finally, people keep trying to muscle their way in, but they don't understand who they're fucking dealing with, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I've seen Comeback Kid. I've been in the middle of a pit even at a Day to Remember show. You know, these jungle fucking pussies can't do shit to me. Okay,
I like to think that they're just like wearing jungle attire as well, like loincloths.
It was a lot of Fred Flintstones. It was great.
That's cool.
And but we locked him out towards the middle of the set. Someone tried to bump in, and Pat even leaned in a little bit. It was like, I had his back, so he, spread his wings, and We prevented that, and then people just started leaving, so we had a nice shot, and I danced for a full hour, I think hour 15. It was like, I almost cried, dude, not because of the music was good, but they finished playing, and like, it's, first of all, I had to drive back to Lake Villa. I drove all the way back down to Chicago. I turned on the exit, I called Marino, he's like, dude, I just got an email, do you have your Vax card? And I was like, oh, shit.
Oh my God.
I even thought before I left I should grab it.
Yeah.
I didn't have a picture of it or anything, so I had to drive all the way back up and get it, drive all the way back down. So I'm like, we get in there, and, you know, it's the first time I've even had to use my vaccination card. I haven't done shit for 2 fucking years, right?
Yeah.
And just like being in there and this beautiful music, and then they ended, and everyone kept cheering because they were hoping for an encore, which I think they knew. We all knew there was going to be an encore, right?
Sure.
But it was like deafening for minutes. They finally came out. People kept cheering. They had to like calm the crowd down. Everyone was just so grateful to be there, you know, with the live music.
Sure.
And then they finished their encore, and people still just wouldn't shut up. Just everyone was screaming at the top of their lungs. And so they like looked at each other, and you could kind of tell even they were surprised at how excited everyone was to see them. Yeah. They're from Britain, so they kept being like, "Oh, we love all the love. Thanks for all the love." We're like, yeah, for sure. And so they were like, looked at each other, and they were kind of like, all right, let's play one more fucking song, you know?
Damn, that's crazy, dude.
It was insane. But before they did, they were like, number 1, all the Bears going to win this weekend. All these fucking pansies were like, we don't fucking care about the Bears. Like, we like your music. Doesn't that paint a picture for you? Like,
they're like, we like soy more than
exactly.
the Bears. Yeah,
like, we just hope everyone has a good time. It's fine.
I always... sorry, go ahead.
No, and then secondly, they're like, all right, then do you want to hear another song? And then, of course, everyone went crazy. It was nice.
I always had that thought in my head, like, whenever we went on, like, a tiny road trip, like,
yeah,
man, I wish one day when we go to, like, Cleveland or wherever, I get to, like, look up some facts about the fucking place and be like, how the fuck can I connect with these people? Like,
exactly.
Hey, like, if you were an outsider to Gurney, let's say, you'd be like,
sure,
what's up with Gurney Mills? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know that place.
Yeah,
I've been there. Fuck like, yeah, you know that place.
Hey, Grand Avenue, a lot of lights, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God, you better not mention the McDonald's. You better not mention how many McDonald's are on Grand Avenue.
Hey, there's a lot of McDonald's on.
Holy shit! Holy shit! He talked about the fucking McDonald's.
Yeah. Dude, I remember seeing. Man, who the fuck did I see? It was at the Genesee. I think it was a comedian.
Jerry
I can't remember
Seinfeld,
who it was.
maybe?
Possibly. Maybe his like opener. I can't remember.
Sure.
But literally, like, the guy on stage said something about Waukegan because it's in Waukegan, and like people laughed. It was like a joke about, you know, probably race. I don't know.
Sure.
I can't remember. And then he was like, yeah, but at least we're not as bad as that other town. And I can't remember who the fuck he said. But like the entire crowd was like, he knows us. Like it was it was very cool. And I was like, take notes, Jordan. Make fun of the town next to this town.
Like, yeah, fuck Zion with all the old racist ass people.
Yeah, it was something like that. And I was like, damn, he's killing right now.
The ZBs? Awesome. That's lame, you know?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. That's
dude,
awesome. But yeah,
we had our second softball game last Friday.
Oh, that's right.
And we got killed the first game.
Yeah. Okay.
Second game, we walked out of there with a dub.
No way.
Yeah,
you won?
Dude, so what happened was...
Yeah, break it down. Let's hear it.
I'm pitching, right? First fucking, like, 4 innings, like, 1 run. Like, we gave up, like, 1 run. I don't like to say, like, I gave up 1 run because I'm literally throwing meatballs at them. Like, just this lofty fucking pitch. But we were making plays. Like, the first play of the game was a ground ball right back to me, and I threw it to Steph at first base, and everybody's like, field and field, yeah! It was really funny. We caught, like, some fly balls. We did some good things, honestly.
Yeah.
I am still a fucking lunatic. I had a guy batting. Like, you can tell who's up, whether they're athletic or not.
Sure.
Whether they are interested in playing or they're just part of, like, the office team. You know what I'm saying? So whenever somebody gets up with like, I don't know, DeMarini batting gloves, I'm like, God damn it, here we go. Like this is, this might be bad. I
better pitch low and inside.
Yeah. So one of these guys gets up. I throw a ball. It like hits the plate, which is somehow a part of the strike zone. Not 100% sure how that's like. That seems unfair. If you're standing near the plate, why would anyway?
Anyway, I get it.
So it's like you start with a 1-1 count. So right away I'm at 1-2. I'm like, this is great. He let it hit. It's fine. I throw like 2 balls in a row. And, like, I jokingly, everybody's like, come on, Field, what are you doing, Flash? Like, fucking just pep talk. And I'm like, it's all part of the plan because I'm a fucking asshole. Sure. And I threw another one, and it, like, clipped the inside of the plate while he, like, watched it. So I struck him out looking, and legit, dude, I was like, woo!
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Dude, the competitive juices, once they start flowing, there's like no better feeling.
It was super, super fun. So anyway, we're winning 7-1. It's like the 5th inning. They haven't hit a ball out of like the infield for like 3 innings, like for sure. So I'm like, we're going to win. We're not killing it either, but we're also not losing at this point.
Yeah.
Dude, they scored 9 runs in 1 inning. I don't know what Michael Jordan special water bullshit that they had in that dugout, but there were like bombs getting hit. A guy hit the fence, like just lasers all around the field.
Was
Even
it
the
you?
Girls, what's up?
Was it you pitching?
Yeah, it was me pitching.
Ooh,
so like
they figured you out.
For real, dude. I started to feel like bad almost. Like I must be doing something wrong. Like what the fuck's happening? So we get out of the inning. The whole time I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened? We're losing now. Like it's fucking 10-7. So we're losing by 3. They're like, this is the last inning. We're the visitors, so we have to top of the whatever. And I think we put like 2 guys on right away. We fucking get a base hit. So all of a sudden we got like 1 run. We get 2 runs. And then like Steph comes up with like people on like 2nd and 3rd and just like drills a fucking like laser down the left field line.
No way.
Like we take the lead. I come up after her. She gets on 2nd from her hit. I come up, just fucking rope a double. Like, come on.
Yeah.
What am I not gonna rope a double?
What are you not, dude? If you're up at the top of the 6th, 5th, 7th, 9th.
It was very fun. So then we come back out knowing that they just fucking went off on us in the last inning. 3 up, 3 down, no issues. Fucking like 3 pop flies to the third baseman. Like
Did you pitch the whole game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody wants to pitch, but super fun. There was some drama though. There was a girl that played first base for the other team that was, I don't know, 4 or 5 bills big lady.
Ooh, big girl.
She had previously, I think, struck out or grounded out or whatever the fuck happened. So the second time up to bat, she hit it over our left fielder's head. That was during that huge inning.
Yeah.
He was playing in because, given the circumstances,
sure,
it's probably not a
getting
bad
the
bet.
bat around that fast. Yeah,
exactly. And so she doesn't want to run, so she has a pinch runner for obvious reasons. And as she's walking back to her dugout, she's like talking shit to our left fielder, who is like one of the more senior members of our work team.
Really?
And she's like, you were playing shortstop. That's disrespectful. And I was like, the fuck, bitch? Like, you struck out looking last time. Like, we don't have scouting reports for you guys.
All right, bitch,
like,
take your base then. Let's see.
Yeah, like, whatever. You only got the first anyway. Whatever.
Yeah.
So in a fit, like, I'm kind of like, whoa, like, where's this coming from? I think other people are kind of like, relax, lady. Like, Jesus, we didn't say anything. It's probably my giant woos that are pissing people off.
Yeah, dude, you straight up got it. Everyone hates you, and I love it.
I can't help it.
Your team loves you though, and that's literally all that matters.
For sure. Know? And so she comes up, last batter of the game. We got 2 outs. She's up with nobody on, and she pops up to the third baseman. And we had an issue where somebody got hurt and they didn't want to play, so we put somebody in who like barely has any idea how to play, and the ball is like going to her, and she's like trying to catch it, and she ends up dropping it because this little lady who's mad about disrespect, she thinks it's going to be caught. She's not running. So it drops, and we still throw her out.
Yeah.
At first base. And, like, dude, it was such a magical moment, honestly.
Oh,
it was such a roller
Vindication.
coaster, dude.
Yeah.
During that inning, man, I was like, what the fuck are we doing? How are we giving up this many hits? Steph had like picked up a ground ball at an awkward angle and didn't want to throw it to first because it was just a weird situation. But because I had already given up 7 fucking line drives in a row, I was like, Steph, why didn't you throw that?
Yeah.
We could really use a playmaker out there right now.
Listen, Steph Baez, I'm going to need you to step the fuck up, please.
For sure. I was like, dude, I've been there in real baseball before. Like, I felt helpless. Yeah. I definitely felt helpless. Like, I almost was like, can I just walk everyone? Because that maybe like calm everything down for a second.
For like a sec, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you allowed to intentional walk in softball?
I mean, technically, yeah, I could probably just throw it to the backstop every time if I wanted to.
Yeah, true.
There are guys there are guys that swing at balls though, just to make sure that they get a chance to hit. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like if it's 3-1 and there's an obvious ball, they'll just swing either way, just so they may get a chance to mash one.
Sure.
Which, you know, whatever.
Because you don't want to take that out of it, you know.
For sure.
But hey, you know what? Fuck that team. And I say this with all due respect. I feel like I am in the category of people who can say this, but fuck that fat ass bitch. Okay. My twin. And then also.
Yeah, dude, she was crabby. I don't know.
Oh man, I'm glad you guys got her out.
Yeah, super fun.
So funny. Yeah.
We had like some other people show up to the game too, so like we have like a better feel for like, okay, that guy should play the outfield possibly.
Sure,
he can catch now, you know. We actually had a play where a center fielder threw the ball all the way home, like on a rope, like just fucking laser, to a catcher who, no offense to her, but she's not very, you know.
You probably didn't expect fucking someone throwing the ball from 333, you know, late pinpoint precision.
Guys running home, she caught it, and like I'm like, tag him, you know, like holy shit. And instead of her like holding the ball with the glove and like, you know, going to tag him, she takes the ball out of the glove and just like gently like dink and like just grab, but she got him out. It was fucking awesome. Did? Yeah, dude. I'm
over here talking shit, dude.
No,
That's
it was
amazing.
It was a great play. It was very fun. The amount of fun that I had playing the entire season of kickball was matched in that one day. Like that one game was so much fun. It was, people were laughing. I am a fucking lunatic, so our name is the Corrugated Carls because of that joke, right?
Yep.
So like every inning, I'm like, guys, bring it in. Let's go. Bring it in. Like we're about to go hit. I'm like, guys, this is what we play for. Put your hands in. Carl's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Like I'm just a fucking crazy person.
I'm amped.
Yeah.
Now, just you doing it, dude. Honestly,
it was fun as shit, dude. So
I miss organized sports so bad. I just got a text to go play some basketball tomorrow, and I can't because I have to work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is my job even worth it? Is health insurance worth it? I just want to play some ball with my buds.
I was chatting with Chris Graham about this because he was like, dude, I can't wait to hear the story, you know? And I kind of let him know a few things. I obviously told him that I'm crazy still. And I was like, dude, it's so funny because we were watching a team play before us, and I was criticizing them for taking it too seriously. They have like a third base coach, all this like extra shit. Everybody's got their own bat. Like it was just so crazy. And I'm like, this is dumb. But then the moment the fucking lady says play ball, I'm like, all right, let's steal their signs. Like I'm just fucking crazy.
If you're on second, you better be paying attention.
It just makes, like I was telling him that I miss playing. So it is a fun like way to get back into, you know, what you did for so long. And Steph feels the same way. So she had a blast too. It was
That's
really
true because that's her sport. I mean, I feel like we don't give Steph enough credit as an athlete because she's a girl. So obviously she's not as good of an athlete as we are just by nature. Me, who hasn't had any organized sport, you know, affiliation since freshman year of high school, I'm clearly a better athlete than she is, you know. But besides
she's got a
that,
cannon, dude.
I believe it.
It's not fun playing catch with her because you'll be like, all right, this is just like a warm up, and then she'll just burn one at you, and you'll be like, dude, what the fuck? And she's like, what? Is that? I'm sorry, it's just my own motion. And I'm like, all right, You could
Just she
lob
fucking
it.
gets her hips into it, and then I feel like she's what's his name from
Henry Rowan Gardner.
Yeah, Henry Rowan Gardner. She fell on it. Now she's just like.
Yeah, it was fun as shit though.
Well, that's the reason why I got into that physical altercation with Andy in 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you threw the ball too hard, and I knew that he was scared of it because you told me. And then he tried to front like he was your best friend. And I had to let him know that that's not true.
In 23 years, we're going to have a podcast that is mediocre.
Yep, absolutely. And I pieced him up. I gave him the 2-piece with a soda.
Yeah, nice.
And I won the battle. And that's why you and I are still friends. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I definitely, whoever was going to win that, I was going to pledge my allegiance to for the rest of my life. So I'm glad it was you. Life could have been different with him, but I'm kind of stuck where I am, so it's no big deal.
I'm
and
sorry
that being
you
said,
chose me, but
that being said, it's time for our segment. We're probably going to keep it the same just because why not? But wait, what? What are you looking at me for?
You ready for some
I'm listening. I don't know what you were saying.
We love the mind-blowing facts segment.
Love it. Love it.
But we're probably going to start transitioning to like semi-interesting things versus mind-blowing facts.
Because I don't know how many times your mind can be blown.
Yeah.
Before it just loses the hypersensitivity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you can't blow something that many times without it kind of getting used to that.
Yeah.
And it's just not the same as the first time that it was blown.
And we've been blowing everybody for 56 episodes now. So
for a long time. Like all of you guys listening right now, we've blown you. And you can tell your friends that. And so now we're going to, we might blow you from time to time, but we're more just going to, it's going to be interesting. So time for the segment. Super interesting kind of a little bit things that we like to talk about. All right. We'll work on that.
That whole segment was hilarious. But for some reason, I know Jared is giggling his fucking dick off in his car right now.
Yeah, we just blew him. You know what I mean? We blew him away. So
he said one time in front of his wife, and we were on our way somewhere, and he was like, "Oh, it really made me laugh that one moment in the pod," and I was like, "One moment? That's interesting." No, but he was like, when Robbie said that. He had creamed in 1 million girls or something like that. Whatever the fuck he said.
I painted the walls or something.
You blasted into thousands of girls or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is inappropriate. And Robbie should apologize because that's not what our podcast is about. We haven't even gotten to, the crafts that we want to talk about.
Kristen was probably like, he did what? He did what?
All right. What do you got? You got a semi-interesting thing?
I don't know why I wanted to talk about my tingly beehole for a second, but I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a semi-interesting thing.
What do you got?
So, growing up, we're boys. We're pretty immature, right?
Still am.
Yes. Yeah, still to this day,
Yep.
But sexually, we mature by 17, 18 on average, probably. Something
still
like that.
Not there.
Well, I don't mean know what you're doing because I don't think that's a trick question. Nobody knows that. But the longest living vertebrate in the world, in our current world, is the Greenland shark. With of a lifespan, this was confusing because it says of up to at least 400 years or something like that. Up to at least 400 years. Because they did some studies and they realized that they grow like a centimeter every year or something like that. Like not much.
Sure.
And some of these motherfuckers are like 5-6 feet. So when you break it down, they've got to be something like 400. They had one that was 283 years old. One was 393 years old. But the most interesting thing for me is that they're not sexually mature. So, able to really reproduce. Not like they don't giggle when a girl fish, swims by and they're like, look at her fucking fish pussy. You know what I'm saying? They're not giggling about that or something.
Her pussy.
There,
Pussy. That's what it's called.
Fashussy, maybe? I don't know. It's in there. I like pussy.
Sure.
But until they're 150 years old.
How the fuck do they know that?
Well, 150 years
guy
ago.
like, hey, did that fucking green land shark jerk off yet? No?
Yeah.
All right, well, wait another year. I don't know what to tell you.
Seriously. And it's like, if I'm being honest, after 150 years of not getting laid, I'd probably want to fuck one of those Greenland sharks too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're probably like, fuck, it's been 150 years. We've seen all these people, all these other fish live and die.
We could do a whole episode on things that live in the ocean because
Dude.
they're either interesting or terrifying.
No, thank you. I don't want to think. The ocean is so scary. Lakes are scary now. Pools are even kind of scary. The space.
There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go.
Oh man, it's a scary world out there.
That's crazy, dude. 150 years, but they live to at least 400 years. That's almost like
up to at least. Is what I think it said. Yeah,
that's almost like a double negative. Like they're not 400 years old.
Yeah, exactly. You're like okay, they're almost 400. It's hard to say how old they really are, but
for sure.
What the fuck's going on over there?
I had the door open for a second, and I had a stalker looking at me.
Yeah, excuse, we're busy, Steph.
Bah.
Why don't you go? Bah. Oh, that's
actually,
a callback. That's what that is.
Her fucking purse fell earlier. Like,
yeah.
I think it just fell. I don't know. It was probably sitting on the ledge or whatever. And she was like, "You didn't see my purse?" I was like, "No, sorry. I was doing something different." And she picked it up and she was like, "Bah, for you." Like, walked away.
That's going to become a thing for sure. That's
Yeah.
part of your life now.
It's going to be the new apparently thing. People are just going to be buying each other.
I just even did it.
All right.
Bummer.
My semi-interesting thing
let's hear it.
Mr. Potato Head, right? So back in the day, you know that it used to be like an actual potato, right?
No.
They used to just sell the parts, like the mouth and the eyes and the ears, and you'd
just
fucking
stick
put
it
them in. Yeah. So like the lamest thing possible. But when 1950s, I mean, what else are you gonna do? Like,
also watch your mouth when talking about potatoes. All right. You ever had a fucking curly fry? Like Jesus Christ. Anyways,
so
sorry, carry on.
Late 1940s, George Lerner, he had an idea to push. To make these like shapes of the mouth and the eyes, and then we can push them into produce. He brought them to a bunch of toy companies, and they said, "Fuck you." I don't know if that's exactly what they said. They probably said like, "Fuck off," probably.
Probably fuck off. Yeah. Less personal.
So all of them said no. In 1951, he met with this company that used to sell, or that only primarily sold school supplies.
Okay.
In Rhode Island, called Hassenfeld Brothers.
Great. That rolls right off the tongue. You know?
Yeah.
Great name.
So they mainly sold school supplies, but they wanted to get into the toy making game because I don't know. They wanted.
Why not?
So he tells them this is his idea. They like it. 1952, they put out what is now the first kit basically of Mr. Potato Head. It sold for less than $1. Which is, I mean, that's nicely priced, I guess. You're only getting fucking plastic, so I don't know.
To this day, even.
I had
probably get away with it.
I had a Mr. Potato Head back in the day, but he was all plastic, and he came with like a fucking flap that I could put all of his pieces in. But you had to buy a potato. Yeah.
Is that awkward for Toy Story, Mr. Potato Head?
I think at one point, like, him and Mrs. Potato Head are like having sex or something, and like his eyes are like on backwards, and like his ears are like, you know what I mean? A lot of innuendos in that movie.
Yeah.
So anyway, April 30th, 1952, they put out the first one. Throughout that first year, remember they're selling for less than $1.
Yeah,
they made $4 million in 1952 money.
Dude, shut up.
$4
serious?
million off of that fucking idea.
Is that okay? If you don't know this, but is that like profit? Is that total? Like,
I'm assuming it's probably total.
Yeah, they sold 4 million of them.
Yeah, I would assume that, which is a crazy amount when you think of like there wasn't an Amazon. There was probably like a drugstore that had them on the shelf. Like I don't know.
Literally.
I don't know how they got that many. But anyway, so Hassenfeld Brothers get that much money out of the whole idea.
Yeah.
They go to Streamline to become just a toy company, and that is where you get Hasbro from. Boom. Semi-interesting, eh?
The Hassenfeld. What was it?
Hassenfeld Brothers.
Hassenfeld Brothers? Hasbro?
Yeah.
Dude,
and Hasbro's fucking huge now, dude. Like
it's the thing.
You listen to Don't Wake Daddy, and it's nothing but fucking Hasbro owns this, Hasbro did this, Hasbro does that.
But Uncle Hasbro, like God, pull your dicks away. Don't Wake Daddy. Anyway,
I love stories like that. Like when you're like, oh, that's why it's called. That's crazy. Didn't know that Mr. Potato Head. First of all, can you imagine being the toy company that said no to that and then seeing the fucking Hassenfeld brothers just like walk away on their golden fucking chariot?
Literally, thank God they did, or we wouldn't have Hasbro to this day, right? Probably.
I mean, they didn't mention any of the other toy companies, but I guarantee you they went out of business.
Yeah, for sure. That's just, I mean, that was the start of just a legacy, a lifetime.
And when you think of like how simple that idea is,
yeah,
and how revolutionary it was to kids that like didn't have Game Boys,
yeah,
I don't know, and less than $1. I mean, I'm assuming back then houses had fucking potatoes always, so they were just like always had playthings.
Well, unless they were Irish, then I think that they
don't like potatoes.
They're not about that anymore. But
nope.
Well, I mean, which is such a bummer because they're so versatile. Potatoes, you can boil them, you can mash them, you can put them in a stew.
Yep, those are the 3 things you can do.
The 3 things. You got your taters.
So yeah, that's my semi-interesting thing.
Now all we need is like something to make your poop smaller when you're constipated. You know what I mean?
Do potatoes help with that or no?
I imagine they wouldn't. Dude, I swear to God, I pooped out a whole ass potato, like an ass potato is what it was, like the big ones.
Sure.
I sat down last week to poop, dude. I'm glad we saved this for the end because hopefully only our
my
best
mom
friends are listening. Yeah, seriously. I can't tell you the last time like I sat down to shit and I was just like, I don't know if this is going to be possible, you know?
Sure.
Because you can like feel like your beehole's already kind of flexing a little bit and you can tell that it's got some more work to do. So I just like took a deep breath. Because I think I don't know if I ever told you this story, but when I worked at Fridays one time, some dude took a shit in that bathroom and I swear to God it was the size of a loaf of bread. Like, and I'm not exaggerating, bro. It was this big around and it was this long. Like, at least that's cinnamon raisin bread, you know, the cinnamon, you know, smaller loaf. But anyways, I sat down and I just didn't know if it was going to happen. Took a deep breath, relaxed a little bit, lit some candles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Started playing some like smooth jazz.
Sade.
Tenor saxophone solos and stuff.
Yeah.
And just really like let my anus just like relax.
Sure.
And I popped out. I immediately stood up and looked at it because I was like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't
You gotta see.
Because sometimes you're like, wow, I think that was a big poop. And then you look and it's not really that big. It's like not impressive at all.
Sure.
But it's like, I knew. It's like that one almost didn't come out.
Yeah.
You know?
That one.
So
I think we've all been there, man. Dane Cook, love him or hate him. I don't know why. Anyway, love him or hate him. He's got a fucking hilarious bit on lying and crying, right?
Of course he does.
And he's like,
I just stole it, didn't I?
No. He's like, there are 3 things we're going to do in this life. We're all going to lie, we're all going to cry, and we're all going to take painful shits. Like, yes. It's just a way of life. So everybody listening has been through this.
My beehole was tingling, like legitimately tingling for 2-3 hours after that. I thought I did some serious damage.
Yeah, man. I've been there. I've definitely been like, wow, this isn't going to happen. This is not happening. Yeah, I need to go get surgery to get this surgically removed from my body.
It's like
there's
when
no way it's going to come out.
Whitney Houston had a big poop. Bobby Brown just stuck his fingers up there and fucking, you know what I mean, mashed it up to get it out.
Yeah.
I think on a TV show on like TNT because reality TV. They're just like, oh, they're cracked out and shoving their fingers up each other's butts. Yeah, let's videotape it and show the fucking world. Yeah, literally. But I didn't have anyone to do that for me, so I just muscled through it, and it was a very impressive shit.
I think after you go through something like that, you feel accomplished. You know, you're like, you know what, I can do anything. I just gave birth to a football, and I'm woman. Hear me roar. You know,
at least a Nerf. You know what I mean? It was at least Nerf size. So
for sure.
So yeah, but my butthole's intact, and I got it out, so my intestines are feeling good too.
Awesome. Well, hey guys, that's the podcast.
That's the podcast, guys.
That's the podcast. Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening.
We did get some emails. We will discuss that next episode.
Next week. Yeah, next episode.
Because we're ill prepared.
And I mean, we just get rolling, and then it's the end of the episode, and what did we even cover everything? Did we do our fucking idiot of the week?
No, that was last. I don't know, man.
See?
It really is. Like, once we start talking, it's just lights out. Who knows?
Yeah, we can't stop. So, check us out on our socials. Send us some more emails. We're gonna read the few that we got this past week, and then we will see you guys in a couple days. All right. We love you very much.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Send us an email, twofuckingidiotspod@gmail.com. .com. Don't forget about that. And then 56 episodes. Like us, please. What the fuck?
Subscribe.
See ya.
Happy or sad, it's story time.